Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live. I'm your host, Mike Smith. Dan Ramey is on assignment this morning on the northern end of Ross County. So Dan might have something on what he's doing for later this weekend. We'll see. But he's out and about here this morning. Good to have you along with us. It's Friday. Did you forget? Friday, April the 14th of 2023, broadcasting from the Litter Media Loft. Weather, we've had a super week, just a super week. And rain looks like it might be coming back into the forecast. Today we're looking for a mixture of sun and clouds with a slight chance of showers today, high of 75. Stray showers tomorrow with a high of 72. And then cloudy skies with a chance of a shower Sunday with a high of 75. So it appears that pretty good chance that we are going to see some rain today. Probably less chance today than what we're expecting on Saturday and Sunday. But we went well over a week without any significant rain after seemingly 2 months of Friday and Saturday showers. We've got a lot to talk about today on our show topics, as well as some local sports. All of that coming ahead on the Friday edition of Litter Media Live. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Dave Pinkerton with Advanced Services Heating and Cooling, your local heating and cooling expert. If you want quality service, quality installation, give Advanced Services a call, 740-773-4499.
Big yards, small yards, hilly yards, silly yards. Every yard is unique, and every yard, no matter how much you love it, can be uniquely frustrating to mow. That's why Country Clipper is designed to tackle any obstacle imaginable. It's the perfect mower for even the most imperfect yard. Country Clipper, engineered for easy.
Archway of Opportunities is a scholarship program. It can include the crew members and it can include managers. The scholarship is $2,500 for crew members and it's $3,000 for managers. For my store alone, we've had $35,000 go out just in 1 year. And for all 7 of our stores, we had $66,000 in scholarship funds.
And don't forget our 4 locations in Chillicothe, also McDonald's in Circleville, Waverly, and Greenfield. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Let's jump right into the news for this Friday. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine has announced the appointment of former Pickaway County Sheriff Robert Radcliffe to the One Recovery Ohio Foundation Board. Radcliffe will finish the unexpired term of John Tharp, who recently resigned. Radcliffe, who agreed to serve a full 2-year term once he finishes the unexpired term. While serving as sheriff in Pickaway County, Radcliffe recognized the impact the drug epidemic was having in his community and worked with then Attorney General Mike DeWine to deliver innovative services to inmates, such as peer support and medication-assisted treatment. So congratulations to Robert Radcliffe on that state appointment. Yesterday morning on a special edition of Litter Media Live, we were talking to Jan Corzine. Jan wears many hats in the community, but representing the Good Samaritan Food Pantry yesterday, and talked about the current needs that they have and need help from the community.
Pre-COVID, essentially, Good Sam could take $1 and get $5 worth of food. And that's when I changed from donating food to donating money when I discovered that. My guess is with inflation, it's down to probably about $4 for everyone. But we encourage monetary donations, but please, we are very happy to receive food. I know a lot of people like the idea of giving something tangible as opposed to a check or something like that. And that's great. That helps us too.
And, of course, Good Sam now located over on Woodbridge Avenue. If you'd like to make a donation, remember it's tax deductible. By the way, Jan, apologies on the spelling of his first name. It's supposed to be J-H-A-N, not J-A-H-N. Also in news, speaking of food drives, tomorrow is the Knights of Columbus Council hosting their monthly drive-through food distribution from 10 a.m. to noon behind St. Peter's Church on Chillicothe's corner of Church and Water. Ross County residents in need of food are invited to enter the parking lot using the Church Street entrance and exit onto Water Street. Be advised that there is no ID requirement for this event. Today, the Ohio Fire Academy has its cadet graduation, and that'll be starting up at about 1 o'clock this afternoon. And it's the largest graduating class in its history, consisting of 34 candidates. This includes the largest cohort of female candidates, with 6 women successfully completing the rigorous training program and joining the ranks of Ohio's firefighters. Now, among the 34 cadets graduating this afternoon are several from our area. 1 from Washington Courthouse, 1 from New Holland, and 3 people from Lancaster. Teaching people with disabilities to swim is not only a good idea, it's essential. Creating an effective swimming program for people with disabilities takes a patient understanding of each swimmer, as well as the well-thought-out plan for how the lessons can be adapted to each person. This is the foundation of what is known as the I Can Swim program. If you would like to get more information on registering, there you can see the registration I Can Swim link, but you could also call the Pioneer Center to get more information. The Grandparent and Kinship Care Support Group will meet Monday, April the 24th at 9 a.m. in the Ohio University Chillicothe Child Development Center to show how they can help support you and your family. It's perfect for grandparents, aunts, uncles, and siblings raising family members. You can call 702-7222 extension 203 for more information. Food and child care will be provided. So here's what our daily road report is talking about over in Highland County. Work for a resurfacing project on portions of US 50 and State Route 73 is occurring daily from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. 1 lane of traffic will be maintained throughout construction using flaggers, and at this point, they believe that they'll get that project completed sometime this summer. So at least a few more months to go in that road project. Again, you can find road projects that ODOT is involved in multiple counties around our area. You can find it on our website, littermedia.com, under Road Report in the navigation bar line. When we come back, a look at high school track and field, baseball. The Reds win last night, talking all about it, coming up on sports here on Litter Media Live.
If you can't give true love to me, I'll understand. Just
it's only worth it if you enjoy it. Michelob Ultra.
In fact, the assignment that Dan Ramey is on this morning, it keeps him off the program today. He's out at the Pickaway Ross Career and Technology Center. But we'd like to talk each day about their great adult education program, whether it's skilled trades, health technologies, or public safety. Recently, we were talking about the cadet graduating class that they held in their basic Peace Officer Academy. They have also EMT basic courses, 36-hour volunteer fire department training, paramedic, among many, many other things. If you are an adult that maybe you've had a career change or you'd like to make a career change, give Pickaway Ross Career and Technology Center Adult Education a call, and they can get you squared away on maybe a new career for you.
At Rathkamp Financial, we offer customized investment solutions and superior client service. We believe in long-term relationships and working to earn your continued trust. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
got a project around your property that needs maybe to have a lot of junk, dirt, whatever the case may be, moved off the grounds? Well, let Scioto Valley Dumpsters help you out. They're easy to work with. In fact, I and Dan both have worked with these folks on our homes, at our homes. Very easy to work with. They'll give you a quote, 253-8389, Scioto Valley Dumpsters. Moving over to the world of sports. In high school track and field last night, the Chillicothe boys and girls track and field teams swept team championships among 14 schools at the Andy Haynes Memorial Invitational at Paint Valley High School. The Cavs won the boys' meet with 118 points, followed by Jackson with 84. Paint Valley was third. The Lady Cavs won their team title, also 14 teams, but they had a whopping 164.5 points, outdistancing runner-up Adina, who had 78 points. Vinton County and Jackson actually tied for third. Now, 2 meet records were broken during the track meet. Paint Valley's Cole Miller set a new long jump record with a leap of 22 feet and 1/2 inch. And Callie Wilson of Gallia Academy also set a new standard in the girls' pole vault at 11 feet 7 inches. You can go to our website, story@littermedia.com. There's a link on there for Baum's Page, who clerked the meet, and they have all of the results. Great interview yesterday that Dan Ramey did with Huntington, former Adina coach Ed Yates. Ed, who is currently coaching baseball at Huntington, announcing recently that he is retiring after this year. He and his wife will be moving to Florida. If you haven't had a chance to go either to our Litter Media Facebook or our Litter Media YouTube page, give this interview a listen. Ed does a tremendous job. He's a great guy, really loves young people and the community. He's lived here all of his life. He was a Southeastern High School graduate, and but going to be moving south. Can't say that I blame him. It's a nice place to retire to, but great guy, Ed Yates. You want to check that out on our site. Hello. The Reds finally getting a victory last night. They beat the Philadelphia Phillies by a score of 6-2. So the Reds winning last night. The Guardians of Cleveland, they had the night off. They're back in action tonight. CBJ getting a rare win. I think they only have one more game in the regular season. They will not be in the playoffs because they have the worst record in the NHL. But they were a winner over the Pittsburgh Penguins in overtime last night by a score of 3-2. And over in Washington Courthouse, the Fayette County YMCA getting ready to start up their adult volleyball. This has been a big deal over in Fayette County for many, many years. Of course, you don't have to be only a Fayette County resident to be at the Fayette County YMCA. Same for the Y in Pike County or in Ross County. But they've had this adult volleyball league for many, many years, and it's from the people that I've talked to that play in it, it's very well run and very enjoyable. But they've got the registration. You can go into the Fayette YMCA just north of Washington Courthouse on Route 41 and get signed up at the front desk. But league play gets started, I believe, on May 4th. So don't delay if you want to get in on that. That is a look at our sports. When we come back, we'll wrap things up with our This Date in History. Not too many years back, 1975 is where we'll be taking you. In the meantime, I want to tell you about our good friends at Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. If you have a need in any one of these categories, of course, we're kind of in between heating and cooling right now. In fact, in my house, we use the heating right now at night because it's dipping down below 68 in the house. But in the day, a lot of times I'm having to switch it over to air conditioning because it's just a little bit too warm. But if you've got a maintenance project, even plumbing, give Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing a call. All right, stay with us. Our This Date in History is just ahead.
You haven't had vodka soda like this. No one has. Made with the world's smoothest vodka plus real juice. New White Claw Vodka Soda.
This is Big Chillicothe. Horizon's 100% fiber internet service is coming to your area. Call 740-772-8331 or visit horizonconnects.com/Chillicothe to sign up today.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
All right, let's put a nice little bow on the wrap-up of today's program. Now, a lot of the times in our this date in history, we're going so far back, I can't say you might remember this, but this is one that some of our older audience might remember. Back in 1975, we were just getting out of Vietnam as far as our combat troops. Of course, we had done that 2 years earlier in 1973, but the rest of the support staff from the State Department, they were getting out, and along with them came what's called Operation Baby Lift. The American airlift of Vietnamese orphans to the United States ends after 2,600 children are transported to America. The operation began very tragically on a disaster on April 4th when an Air Force cargo jet crashed shortly after takeoff from Saigon. More than 138 of the passengers, many of them children, were killed. But overall, 2,600 orphans who were going to be left without anyone to care for them in what was to be a communist country when the two merged to become only Vietnam. We got 2,600 of those kids out. Many of them are now grown adults, U.S. citizens here in our community. There were a number of, if you can remember this also, before this happened, there were a lot of families that came out of Vietnam, moms and dads and kids all intact as far as a family unit, and settled here in the United States as well. In fact, you may know some folks that came from Vietnam in the closing days of that conflict there. That is a wrap on our Friday and our week of Litter Media Live programs. Well, of course, if you're new to watching in, we get together like this Monday through Fridays at about 11 o'clock. Many a time we'll have what we call our special edition interviews. Next week, we have a special edition coming up, I believe, on Tuesday morning with the new director, Ken Mortimer of the Veterans Affairs Medical Center here in Chillicothe. Of course, our Fairfield County special edition on the first and third Wednesdays of the month. That will be coming up as well, and we have a scheduled guest for that coming up next week. And sometimes we get things thrown together for special edition interviews that come up that I don't know about right now, but by next week we may have a couple of additional programs to add in as well. But we hope that you'll have a safe and happy weekend. Remember, chance of some showers on and off today through Sunday, but going to have some sunshine peeking in the meantime as well. So until, good Lord willing, on Monday when we see you together, be sure to keep checking our social media for high school sports and Litter Twitter during the evenings, and our littermedia.com website each day, even on the weekend, in case we have any stories that pop in that we want to add to our website. So until that time, for Dan Ramey and from all of us at Litter Media Live, this is Mike Smith saying have a great weekend, everybody.